somebody shoots 72% from 2 and 57% from 3 in the second half. So really got to attack the defensive side of the ball, figure out how we can get stops, because obviously that's what did us in tonight.
Coach, obviously the last was. What do you think about Brahma's performance tonight?
Yeah, I mean, AJ was super active, put up big numbers on the offensive side. I think, there were a couple of breakdowns he had defensively that hurt us at times, because we need, and it's hard. He's playing 36 minutes. He's carrying a crazy load. And so it's, it's a challenge. But, he was very good on the offensive side. He was very active. We just got to figure out how to defend and shore up our defensive side of the ball.
Can you just speak on Brahma's performance all season, especially that it's an unprecedented season and you guys have paused like 3 times? How is he performed? How do you think he's performed being able to stay so consistent throughout the season?
AJ obviously has had a great season so far. And it's been a challenge with some of the pauses, and it's been hard to get guys and keep guys in rhythm. But he's been able to really, excel in spite of that, which is a credit to him and some of the work that he's been putting in. We just need some more guys to join him. I thought, we got some good contributions from some other guys, but, not enough of them. And we need some more guys that can come in and have a positive impact on the game. And not come in and have us lose ground. We got to be able to go to our bench and get some energy from those guys, so that we can give, John, Dante, AJ, some rests when they need it, and not feel like you're losing ground. So, some of the challenges that we just talked about in the locker room, and we need some guys to be able to, really step up, contribute from a scoring perspective. Defending and rebounding would help as well.
Coach, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Coach, after the half, it seemed like they focused on shutting down AJ. You guys answered right back with buckets from Ferris and John. Did you guys talk about on AJ? What your plan would be, and what did you tell the guys?
No, I mean, I think we always talk about finding the open guy, and obviously, we were able to create some advantage there to start the half with some good action. John got a 3, Cam Ferris got a 3. And I think that, we made the right decisions. And I think when when the ball is moving and guys are getting shots, that's when we're at our best offensively. But again, we just couldn't guard enough tonight.
Coach, do you think you will continue for a while, especially with the pauses going so deep into your rotation? I think you play like 10, 11 guys today, if I'm correct?
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard because, sometimes it's a challenge to figure out who's going to be engaged and who's going to contribute, and it's a day-to-day thing. It's like sometimes this guy looks real locked in and he gets some more opportunity, and then the next day that guy doesn't seem to be giving you a whole lot of production, and then you got to try and put your finger in the dam and plug a hole and see if somebody else can give you a lift. So it's hard. And we're trying to evaluate everything we can, whether it's practice, whether it's shoot-arounds, whether it's warm-ups, to see who we think can contribute in a positive way. And, obviously you can see some of the guys that came off our bench in short amount of times, led to some, runs by Northern Kentucky.
How much is that just with the rotation and everything, just having to do with the pauses and other things and just kind of not having the continuity?
I don't know. Obviously, some of the guys in the rotation are going through this for the first time and are, somewhat inexperienced, but it's also January, whatever it is, 22nd. And, I think if you're going to be a college basketball player, you can go on the court and you can play to exhaustion. It's like you go out there for 5 minutes and you're not exhausted, you're probably doing something wrong. And we don't see enough of those guys, flying around like they need to fly around to maybe get 5 minutes go to 8 minutes or 8 minutes go to 10 minutes. And, that's kind of the way that you do that.
Andy, how much do you put an emphasis on what you might need after you stepped up to in this league. It's a step up. Size, quickness, is it everything?
I think right now we're trying to figure out how to win games, and I think we've put ourselves in positions to win games. We haven't been able to get over the hump. Whether it was last Saturday. Obviously I thought, we did some good things tonight to put ourselves in position, but we weren't able to do it for long enough, and I think that's the biggest thing right now. I thought they got wherever they wanted to get off the bounce, and we battled. We're gonna battle, but we got to be more detailed, and we got to be able to make the plays. And when the year's over, we'll evaluate areas that we think we need to improve, and see where we go from there.
Coach, tonight we saw both you and Coach Horn on the other sideline switching a lot of things up, switching from man to zone. How do you think you and your staff are going to prepare you guys for the same thing tomorrow? Like a lot of change during the game.
Yeah, they do a great job with their matchup zone, and it's can be a tricky thing to kind of find good shots. I thought we took a lot of good ones tonight. We tried to go zone just to try and change their tempo, and I thought for a few possessions, we got a couple stops, and then they made a couple tough threes at the end of the shot clocks, and Faulkner hit 2 big threes that really just were killers, and so. We got to go back and watch film and see what adjustments we got to make.
Walk me through those last 30 seconds there, because you guys, in spite of everything, you guys were able to get it close. You had a couple open looks that didn't go in. Not necessarily you personally, but the team. What do you guys think about the overall performance?
I just think we have to keep building that scar tissue. We still have we have to understand and lock in defensively, be more detailed. Obviously it's conference play, so the difference between in games are like 5 points. A couple possessions, 2 possession games, 1 possession game. So it's really about being a more detailed team. So as far as the overall performance, I didn't like the way we played defensively. I thought we needed to be more locked in and detailed and communicate better. But like I said, we got to have some scar tissue. It has to hurt. Losing has to hurt, and we have to, be able to pull out wins when, there's a couple of possessions left in the game and lock in and get stopped. So,
John, what have you seen as far as the level of play change coming into the Horizon League this year in your last few games?
Honestly, I think it's just about really. I don't see much of a difference. As far as it's basketball. When it comes down to basketball, as which team can follow the formula best. So, if you focus on defense, you can defend your butt off and get stops and win games. If you focus on offense, you might be able to outscore teams. So. It's really just who executes their formula the best, and right now we're not executing our formula. When we execute our formula, we had times, we've been in the game and had opportunities to win games. When we tried to outscore teams, we haven't had much success other than the IUPUI game. I mean, not IUPUI, Purdue Fort Wayne game. We shot, amazing. So, as long as we stick to our formula and play our game, I think we'll be okay. I don't think really the conference change. Is the difference. I think it's just basketball. You got to follow your formula and execute it to a T.
How tough has it been on your conditioning, you and the team, having the 3 different stopping points, first home game since the first? How tough is that for conditioning consistency?
I mean, it's different, but once you get in shape, it's kind of hard to get out of it, unless you really are not doing anything or out of it for a while. But obviously you got to get your win back in certain areas. But we've been all right at that. We've been all right at making sure that we do a little bit of extra to get back into game shape and things like that. I mean, I think last weekend I played 41 minutes in the overtime game, and then so probably about 65 minutes in that weekend. So I mean, yeah, it's tough, but it's the opportunity you get to play. I mean, do you want to not play or do you want to play? So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's basketball. At the end of the day, if you want to play basketball, you You got to make sure you're in shape. I mean, you'll find it in you. You got to dig deep and find it in you to play basketball and try to compete to win. We can't use that as a crutch, you know. I think a lot of guys are using that as an out, and that's not how we want to be. You know, we're a playing hard team. We play hard, and when we don't play hard, you know, bad things happen.
How do you correct that going forward?
You know, at the end of the day, we got to go back to the film. And at the end of the day, guys got to want to make that change. As an overall collective group, you know, like we have to want to make this change. And, you know, we have to fix little, you know, miscommunications on switches or hedges or, you know, having a low man rotation and things like that. You have to want to make that change. And at the end of the day, it's about how bad do you want to win. You know, I say this all the time, especially to the guy. Like, I'm a winner. Like, I want to win. So, you know, I'm gonna be on you. If you don't like it, don't step on the court. Like, we're gonna be on guys. We're gonna try. I'm gonna try to coach everything I don't like. I'm gonna try to coach it up, and everything I see on the court, I'm gonna try to coach it up. And I want guys to hold me to that same standard. So, you know, at the end of the day, we just have to, you know, go back to the drawing board, look at some film, and obviously compete. If you play hard, it eliminates so many mistakes. You know, it eliminates confusion. You know, playing hard, you know, that's what it does. You know, it allows you to, you know, keep going and rotate and extra cover downs, things of that nature, and the things that you need to win, because you're never going to play a perfect game. So we got to continue to do that and continue to keep our heads up and continue to just play hard.